Colin, now the time's off.
Who cares? Who cares, bro? Now we're off. Now we're off either
Colin.
way.
No, I know.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we've upgraded.
keep
We
that
now
in
have
if
a
you want.
timer. We have a timer now. How we're doing this all?
We're adding our
Wait, is it?
setup
Yeah,
every week.
this is. Yeah,
We're,
you could
we're
start the
adding
clock.
more and more.
Start the clock.
Just start it. Oh my gosh, Colin. Gotta love the guy. Gotta love it.
Good, Colin.
Good, Colin. Good, Colin.
What a good way to start this episode. Welcome to our 5th episode, you guys. We're here. We're ready. We're alive because we weren't here last week. But yeah, welcome to episode 5.
Welcome. All right, let's do this. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you for this brother next to me and the people behind the cameras, Lord, that have just given us this blessing, this opportunity to do what we are doing, Lord. Just please help you be in the forefront of this episode and everything that we do, Lord, in our lives. Just thank you for this brother and Gabe, Lord, and just help us grow together as brothers. And as we're going our separate ways in this journey of life, Lord, that we can just stay together and stay in touch and that we can grow your kingdom through you. Just, Lord, just have us be vessels for your glory. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. All right. So
I kind of like tried to have my prayer kind of segue into the splitting off. Tried it. I tried it.
You tried it. No, I like it. Well, then you want to take, I don't know, just the helm on all this?
You want me to go first?
Oh,
I would really like to see how you kind of segue yours and I can kind of play off yours a little bit.
okay, so a lot has transpired these past couple weeks. Season has ended, and now it's just in the what is Gabe and Noah doing now? And there's a lot that has changed, a lot of news that needs to be dropped, and a lot of question marks in the future that have not been answered, and that's on our hearts, but also a lot of question marks that have been answered in the past 2 weeks that we can place. So some are good and some are bad, some are sad and some are glad.
That was like Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
That was really solid. I love it.
Mm-hmm. But you want me to go first?
Yeah, sure.
So for me, my couple weeks have been very exhilarating, I will say. A lot has transpired. I have, let's just break it down. So basically, season ended and my body was really hurting. But we had to, ramp that up really quickly to jump into another part of my basketball career, which was kind of finishing out college and even just building myself a little bit more of a name.
Add to that resume.
Yeah, add to the resume that I could build upon in, the future, and get some notice and some, just
Have
attention.
some notoriety, yeah.
Exactly.
Sure.
So for me, that was first attending the college basketball slam dunk and 3-point competition, which is so cool. I mean, they reached out a couple days after season ended and was like, would you want to participate in it? And I was like, sure. I've never been in a dunk contest before, never been a part of anything like that. But yet, me and Walter Ellis kind of broke down some dunks, what we wanted to do, and it was hectic. It was crazy. I was stressing. A couple of the dunks I didn't do until like an hour before the actual dunk contest. But it was just very interesting how it all played out. What?
Logan said that your final dunk, you didn't even make when you were warming up.
No, I've never made that dunk before. And so the final dunk, and we'll show it on here, I have never made that dunk before. Moment.
He was like, Gabe tried it 3 times and was like, missed all 3. And he's like, Gabe said that, like, yeah, I got it. I can do this. And then we just left. I was like, what?
The funniest thing was I've never jumped over anybody either.
Yeah,
so
he was just like.
It was like practicing jumping over somebody. And I was like, okay. Then it was practicing with the ball and like actually, doing the movement. And then it was like, okay. And then we had someone record it and like some attempts. And I have some like bruising and like cuts on my elbow because I kept hitting it on the rim. And I was like, all right.
Yeah. That's impressive. And the thing is, you cleared him. Like, a lot of guys, like, pushed off. Dude, you cleared him on your own.
I appreciate that. Well, the secret is, like, you push off the ball a little bit as you grab it. But,
okay. Well,
it's kind of hard
you
to
didn't
do
have
both.
to sell that. I was like, that's so cool. You just ruined the whole fun of it.
Well, okay, if we're being honest, you just kind of grab. It's kind of hard to do both. Like,
No,
it's
it's incredibly hard. I don't know how you did it, but
one day you'll do it. One day you'll do it. But anyways, there was a lot of controversy around that. People were saying, it's at GCU, it's rigged, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, I don't know. We walked away with the trophy. We walked away with the belt, which is actually kind of cool. I brought it because I was like, why not show you guys? And so it's a little King Hawaiian Rolls slam dunk champion. And it was like, wow. Never once. I grew up watching the slam dunk competitions, and never once did I ever think I had to have one. And this is honestly super cool. Like, it's a blessing.
The thing that you guys won't be able to see or feel is this thing is like crazy good quality. Like, this thing is actually super nice.
It's super soft.
Like, it's heavy too. Like, this is what I imagine like WWE belt is like.
Oh, 100%. This is one of the
So
coolest
cool.
things. Just walking around like this. What's up?
Conor McGregor.
Literally. Sorry, I'm late. But no, that was really cool. And then there were so many different things. Like, one of the cool moments was just how God kind of showed up through the midst of it. Before that last dunk, I started prayer with Thunder, our mascot, and just kind of sat there and prayed. And then I missed the dunk 3 times, and according to the rules, I wasn't supposed to. Anyways, we'll dive into that. Anyways, the last one, we had like 5 or maybe 7 seconds left, and I kind of just slowed down, and like I look up, and I say a quick little prayer, like, all right, God, it's in your control, and this is all you. Like, if I make it, I make it. If I miss it, I miss it. Like, just let it be yours. And so look up real quick, kind of say that, and then it was kind of cool. It was like a story type buzzer beater dunk, and yeah, I won the competition. But
That was absolute butter, and it was so beautiful. It was so cool.
That was really cool. And then, so according to the rules, I only was supposed to get 3 dunks, but I got 4. So technically, I am the dunk champ, but had to work out a little something with the guy, because technically he won too. So putting that out there.
He did the same dunk twice. Just saying, did the same thing twice. We're not being unoriginal, brother.
What's up, brother? We're filming this on Tuesday. Well, technically it's Wednesday now. This will be dropped
we
today.
started. Today is Tuesday.
Yeah. I don't know. We're all over the place with this episode. All right.
Robin Hood. I'm in your hood, robbing everyone. That's what I do.
All right. But then the second thing that happened was I was invited to the Reese's All-Star game, the NABC game. Which
Can
is
you say that one more time, please?
Reese's All-Star game?
Okay, Reese's. You said it
Reese's?
first. You said Reese's.
It is Reese's. The Reese's
Reese's.
All-Star game was really cool. This is where God was like, yeah, like, hang on, let me put a little historical ending to your historical, because it was comical, very. Like, he was being a comedian and honestly just like showing it all up, painting it all together. So the college career, when we played at the Desert Diamond Arena, it's right next to the Glendale Stadium, which is State Farm Stadium, which is where the Final Four was played. And as we were leaving, I was like, I'm going to play there one day. This team's going to play there one day, thinking Final Four, because that was the goal. And it was really interesting because that's where the Reese's game was played. And so I'm on that court playing for the, first and only time. I'm like, wow, like, I'm playing basketball in a football stadium. And it was kind of just like, it's not the way I really pictured it, but it was the way God intended it. And it was like,
Dude,
how cool.
That was such a cool venue.
It's
like 75,000 people. Bro, that place was so, I saw that picture, was just packed. I was like,
yeah.
that was so cool.
Wow.
Yeah,
You
just
see, Alabama was there. It could have been us, but, we had other plans. But anyways, that's what my plan was, and that, like the little bit of notoriety kind of went out there. And, yeah, you go, because then that will segue into one of my topics, which is like
you had to meet
heavy.
a lot of really, really cool people.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Jack Golke was one of the guys that kind of blew up, hit all 10 threes against Kentucky, helped,
Huge upset.
Huge upset.
And
So he was a cool guy.
and then what was the dude from Nebraska?
Keisei Tominaga.
Dude, that's such a cool name.
Tominaga. Yeah, he's cool. He could shoot the ball like crazy.
That was
very
so
funny
cool
guy.
to see in person. Him actually shoot the ball. I was like,
Yes.
dude.
Yes.
That was so cool. Like, he didn't miss. It was actually crazy.
And there was just a lot of cool people there. So many. I can go down the list. We had Jalen House from New Mexico, BC from, oh, I'm blanking, from Utah, DB from Ohio State. Like, we could just go down the list. Like, there's so many cool guys, good guys that are there. But
it was really, really cool.
Mm-hmm. So, what's going on with you?
Man, I don't know how to do this without, like, stepping on any toes.
No, you're all good. You want to go to commercial real quick? We can give it a second and go to commercial.
All right, we're going to interrupt this episode really quickly to introduce you to our very first sponsor. He's a great friend of mine, great friend of ours, and it is the Thone Home real estate team at Realty One Group.
One of their favorite things about being in the real estate business is helping first-time home buyers. They have down payment assistance programs and other assistance programs that will help you be able to purchase your first home.
They believe that if you're a first-time home buyer, that now is the time to buy. If you're waiting for rates to go down, you may not be able to purchase a home you want when they do drop.
Scott and Jen have many solutions to help you be able to purchase your first home. So give them a call and let them explain why and how they can fulfill your dream of being a first-time homeowner.
Their focus is not just first-time home buyers. Scott was just honored as the top 1% of realtors by America's top 100 real estate agents and top 10% listing agent in the Phoenix metro area.
If you are looking to purchase or list any property, give Scott and Jen a call at 602-581-SOLD.
That is 602-581-7653.
Or email them at info@thonehome.com.
So thank you to Scott and Jen for being able to give us this opportunity with their gracious heart and their kindness. Without them, we wouldn't be able to put on this podcast. So be sure to check them out at the information listed below.
And thank you to Thone Home Real Estate Group. And back to the episode.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Wonderful.
So just kind of to brief you guys, there's a reason why we named this episode Two Sides of a Blessing. And yeah, there's going to be some hard parts to it. So stay tuned and just bear with us as we try to, grasp the ideas of what to say. Because some hit heavy hearts and some are just very glad moments, but otherwise it could be just hard. So we're still working through it, even just with God and what we're wanting to do, of what our plans are, and even how to just navigate sometimes this world. And so that's just bear with us. So Noah will kind of take the helm on that, and then we'll just kind of see where God leads us.
Man, first off, I want to start off like this year was honestly the perfect freshman year for me. Like, I loved this year so much. The winning, all the guys, just getting to live on my own, campus life, like, it was being like a crowd, like a guy that was for the people. Like, it was so much fun. Just being like the crowd favorite, and just like I wouldn't have asked God to give me like a better freshman year in any way. Like, I loved this year so much. And I was all intentions of just coming back and having another just super fun year where God could work in basketball, outside of basketball, meeting new people, just everything. I was so excited. And this is kind of where I don't want to step on any toes or anything, because like our coaching staff has been unbelievable to me and like to my family and stuff. And like, I had some personal stuff happen this year. They're super understanding and super loving, and through like injury and everything, like our coaching staff was phenomenal. So nothing against our coaching staff in any way, shape or form. Like, they are great people. And so like we had our end of meeting. That's kind of, it sounds like backhanded a little bit.
It was good.
Okay.
It was good. They know your heart.
Yeah, like I love the guys. They were great coaches. So we all had our like end of year meetings, and I was kind of told that the role that I was going to play this next year kind of didn't align with kind of how I wanted my career, how I want my basketball career kind of to go. And so like with that, it took like a heavy heart. Like really, I was genuinely like, when I thought of the idea, like, dude, I won't be here next year. Like, I was in tears on the phone with like my parents, like, because I don't want to leave. I'm close to home. Like I said, it was perfect for me, but just the situation I'd be in next year is not kind of how I wanted my career to go for me personally. And so with that, I kind of took a leap of faith and put all my trust in kind of that next step that God has for me. And I was put my name in the portal.
And the portals is, it's a blessing because you have a lot of people calling your phone, you know, wanting you to go to their school to play an important role. But at the same time, it can be very overwhelming. It can be very stressful. So it's like, sometimes people have the perspective of looking at it as like, oh, I just want this to be over. You know, it's a pain in the butt. But at the same time, it's like you got to kind of sit there and look at it as, you know, this is a problem a lot of people would want to have.
No, for sure.
And, you know, I'm proud of Noah just because of the strength that he's shown throughout all this. Like, he's doing exactly, in my opinion, what you should be doing. You know, I think you're finding resolve in your heart for it all. I mean, it is hard to handle, whether it's not pointed at a person or pointed just at a situation. I think you are walking perfectly through it. You know, you're finding that resolve, you're finding that forgiveness, and truly trying to just live it out. But most importantly, you keep the love and the Christ, you know, ness of it all just at the center as you walk through it. And one of the cool things is, like, you realize you're here. Instead of sulking in it, you decide to go out and, you know, soak in everything that GCU is and what it's meant to you.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of you for that, because that takes guts and it takes a lot of maturity to be able to see the foresight in that. And
Appreciate
live
it.
that. So, and God's got a big plan for you. Like, I'm not worried about you. From what we've talked about, you know, I think.
I'm glad you're not worried about me, bro. I'm like, most days I'm like freaking out.
Well, it's because I know, and this is actually something that, like, I've been thinking about last, like, couple days. So I told you how, like, God kind of, you know, did that roundabout, like, here, let's end. I was having some real, like, hard times figuring out why season ended the way it ended, you know, just losing. Like, I felt like we were really truly meant to go farther. So there was a little bit of unresolved there, but, like, at the same time, like, I knew it was in his hands.
Yeah.
And then, you know, seeing how the season ended this past weekend with me, with, like, the dunk champ, the Reese's game, like, all that kind of full circle thing. It was like, I didn't know the plan then, but, like, he had that little story written.
Yeah, because none of those guys in the Final Four could participate in it.
No, exactly. And so it was a unique thing for me, and, like, it's kind of cool. But the part that I was getting at is the phrase that kind of went through my head was, God never forgets about God's people. And so kind of just to share that with you is, like, I know who you are, but I know the God you serve.
Yeah.
And I know God will not forget about God's son. And so I know you're protected, you're taken care of no matter what happens. And I know you have a bright future because it's
all in his hands.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Even if I don't have a bright future, it's all in his hands. I can't do nothing about it.
Exactly. And he does not forget about you. And he honors that. Like, he honors those who praise him. He does. He sticks up for those.
Yeah.
I don't have a verse right now for it, but I mean, you can go through Psalm 37. All of Psalm 37 talks about, you know, when the wicked do this, the wicked do that. Like, what do I do? God's like, don't worry, I have you in my hands. Like, I'm going to uphold you. Like,
It's my verse.
It's your verse.
It's my verse, the 1 Corinthians 10:13.
Yeah, 1 Corinthians.
God doesn't give us anything we can't handle.
Exactly. And yeah, you are going to be taken care of. It's like, you know what, like, you're going to take this little debt right here. You may hold it close to your heart, but, like, I'm building something in you, and trust me, the end destination, the end plan that I have for you, it's going to be exactly what I have for you. And you're going to walk in it if you keep walking with him.
No, 100%.
And it's going to be absolutely a miracle.
No, and this spot, like, this step wasn't, like, a step in the wrong direction. Like, being here was such a big leap, more than it was anything else. So, like, he had a plan for me being here. Like, and it was so unbelievable. Like I said, it was a perfect year for me. So it's like, I couldn't have asked for anything better. So it's like this spot, I was here for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Truly, truly. For I know the plans I have for you,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, crazy. But
Yeah.
you're gonna make it through. You got the best teammate on your side.
Oh, we gotta power through.
Yes, and
All right.
you will.
That's enough about me. I'm tired of this boo-boo. Come on, what's up?
For me, it's a whole different area, right? It's just a different new scenery for me. It's hard, and I've taken a little bit of feedback, and some feedback's been great. Like the things I participated in, they helped raise my name quite a bit.
Stock.
And it's helped me achieve a level of placement basically, and I'm excited to see where it can go or where it continue to grow. But the other part of it, with that comes responsibility, and it comes the weight of the world a little bit. And so this is hard to talk about. GCU is a very faith-driven place, and it's been honestly a wonderful place to kind of just sit here and just let my faith grow and be so outspoken in it. Unfortunately, the world's not necessarily the same.
The world's not as secluded as GCU.
No, and so
The world doesn't even think we're real.
no, exactly, right? But basically, I took a little bit of backlash, and I got convicted in it too. I really did, for some of the things I said on an interview. And 100%. Like I'm a believer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a believer in Christ. I believe, that's the one and only true God. And I got convicted in it because I don't know. I knew I was also being so outspoken with it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was almost too much, like I was pushing really hard. And that's where I think I got convicted. And to hear even some backlash from, scouts that are looking there, there's other religions out there. Like we can't have that in a big business that we're trying to run. And so it was very understandable. And honestly, like I got convicted way before he even said that. And I was like, I think I did a little too much. And kind of the notion that I got and I came to was something that I always grew up with was, you don't want to push people away. You don't want to shove it in their face because then that looks a little bit too, too righteous for people, or even too, well, not too righteous, but too.
It's that like whole thing that we're not perfect, but people think they're trying to be so perfect and trying to be better than everyone else. Not saying that that's what you're doing by any sense, but I was gonna say I don't know. I think you did in the moment. It was
100%.
It's what you did, and so I mean, it's not a bad message to push.
Not at all.
It's the greatest message you could push.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think, like you said, it was kind of like shoving it. At points, for the most part, it was really solid. But at points, it was like.
Yeah. And so it reminds me of, when people hold up a sign on the side of the road that say this is a sin, or you're sinning, you need Jesus.
All sinners go to hell, or
yeah,
something
all
crazy.
Of that. To be honest, that still scares me, and it pushes me a little bit away. I'm like, dang, all right.
Yeah. The sidewalk preachers.
Yeah, and it's sidewalk preachers. That's cold. I didn't. Dang. Yeah, the sidewalk preachers. It's kind of difficult to listen to that, even as a believer. Sometimes it's like, okay, wow, that's a little harsh.
That's not the message. That's not what's going to bring people to Christ. His whole message was love on this earth.
Yes.
His whole thing was just loving people, and it's that message is so terrible. I honestly think when God looks down and he sees that as the message being preached, he's kind of disappointed in a way.
I don't know. I don't know. But
it's just it's so because he's such a merciful and loving father. It's that's so negative and pushes so many people so much farther away.
And so that's a I know that'll be a hot take for some people, because it's like, yes, you are spreading the word of God. But at the same time, like,
There's better ways to do it.
what's the impact? Like,
Yeah.
you are sharing it, but what's the receiving? And the focus should be on the receiving end, right? That's the goal. It's not that you're doing it. It's that people that haven't heard can hear. And so I'll be honest, I've been struggling with that thought on how to handle it, how to just even go through it all. Because it's like, at first you sit there and it's almost like, are they telling me not to necessarily own my faith? And it gets a little bit scary where it's like, a dream of yours that you had as a little kid, like, can I own my faith? And I know obviously the route I'd choose. And it's just navigating that. But at the same time, I know I'm not being asked to do that. What?
When you said, oh, the route I would choose, there was a pause. I was like, what if Gabe just went, the way of the world?
No way. I mean, I will always share the gospel. I'll always share what Jesus did in my life, no matter what. If it ever came down to it, yes, I am going the way of the heavenly.
No, I totally believe you. I truly believe that you'll change the world. But I just that pause. I was like, what if Gabe just went like, forget all this Bible stuff.
What up, brother? I'm with you. But I've been really trying to figure that out, what, the fine line is, because it really truly is a fine line. And, I look back at that whole dunk contest where it all went down, and someone pointed it out on one of my posts of it. And so there was a first round dunk, you had one dunk. There was a second round, which you had to do 2 dunks. I thought you only had to do 1. And then the third round dunk, you only have to do 1 as well. And so the second round, though, the scores are added up. So it's out of 60. And the first one I do, I go under both my legs, sit in a chair basically, and dunk it. I get a 60 for that. And then I do a windmill, put my elbow in the rim, and I get a 56. And those scores combined equaled 116. And 116, kind of was reading through some of the comments and it clicked. Someone said, 116, like Lecrae, the Unashamed album. And 116, Unashamed. And so you look at Romans 1:16, for I am not ashamed of the gospel, because it is the power of God that brings salvation to everyone who believes. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, that's the truth. And that's where I'm going to stand.
I never, ever in my entire life, ever want to hear you say that God does not speak to you, ever in my life again.
And
that might be one of the coolest things.
Isn't it?
That number, I had no recollection, he didn't talk to me about this at all until tonight. Don't ever say that God doesn't speak to you and you don't hear him, bro. That is insane.
Mm-hmm.
That's the struggle you're going through, and that's
The same
I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it anymore.
And so you break that down, and prior it talks about God's will, right? If it's God's will, like that's because Paul, he's talking to basically the Roman Church, and the Roman Church, if I'm not mistaken. And basically he's going there trying to break down the gospel, trying to share everything. He's like, I've been wanting to come here, but I've been waiting for God to give me the opportunity. And so at first he starts this, if this is God's will, like I'm going to speak to you. And so that's something that's like important. Like if it's God's will, then yes, share the gospel, like 100%. He will make the times evident. And then it goes on and it says the righteous will live by faith. And so that's the way I want to live, is by faith. Like it's not like I'm going to preset that, I'm going to get them there. I'm going to share the word there. Like no, it is by faith, like in the moment, God's will hit you and you will be able to speak. And it keeps going, and it's like, are you going to start praising the created, or are you going to praise the creator? Like which route are you going to take? And I think it's also important to know that you got to give thanks, give glory. Like that's something that's huge as well. So there's just a bunch of different things, but like that go into, talking about the gospel. Be unashamed of it. 100%, because it is the power of God that brings salvation to everyone who believes. But it's just like, how are they going to receive it? You know, how are you going to make the best opportune time for them to receive it? But you got to respect them at the same time. And so for me, what I've kind of come to that is, you know, I want to be able to just talk about my life, be a light, be someone who lives like Christ, you know, and can be showing that. Go ahead.
I have one of the best, this is one of the youth pastor that really got me, like, really helped me build like a genuine faith and wanting to be, planted the seed of me wanting to be a youth minister, gave a perfect quote for what you just said. Like live a life that demands an explanation.
Yes.
Dude,
That is.
he used to say it every time after when we'd pray out, and he'd be like, live a life that demands an I don't know how to say that word.
Explanation.
Explanation. Like, you don't have to, you just have to live a life that has people question why. Why is Gabe so happy? Like, why is Gabe treat me this way? Or why is he so respectful to everyone? It's like, then questions start coming in, and it's like, dude, why are you so different? And it's like, then you can truly like, hey, dude, this Jesus dude is actually like, some of these people aren't wrong about this dude.
Oh, completely. And I like that. I like the way you put it. I like the way you said it. I mean, it's just, it's true, because, you know, we're not supposed to water the seeds. We're only supposed to plant them. And we could plant them with those questions of, you know, why are they like that? And then if they ever ask, we can point them upward and then let God water them when the time comes.
100%.
And that's where it's all about. So
We're just like the watering cans. We're not the actual water.
yeah,
Oh my gosh, look at us roll.
look at us. But I never want to be,
You never want to be a sidewalk preacher.
never want to be a sidewalk preacher, and I never want to be
live a life
content.
that demands an explanation. I love it.
Or caught in contempt. I learned that word today. The offense
Did you
of
just
being
learn
disobedient.
that word today?
I knew it, but I didn't look up the actual definition of contempt.
Okay.
Contempt. Disclaimer at the bottom, right down there. The offense of being disobedient. Disregard. But yeah, anyways, I was on live a little bit earlier today, and I said something that actually flowed perfectly into kind of this, and I was like, wow. But it's, you know, we're talking about being lights for the kingdom, right? Being lights for everyone to see. And being a light has been my biggest thing, right? Because you're trying to share the Lord. But it says, don't be a light that blinds. Be a light that actually attracts. Hang on, I said that wrong. Don't be a light that blinds, but rather a light that attracts.
That's
Does that make
solid.
sense?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like, if we were to take one of these lights and shove it in your face, like, you're
terrible,
gonna shy
yeah.
away from it. But if I were to, you know, just be a little light, and this whole gym right here was dark,
and it's like,
you know which way you're gonna come,
yeah.
and it's on your own will, right? Like the seed
No,
being
for
watered, all
sure,
that stuff.
yeah.
So that was kind of something that I was like, And you know what helped? All right, so I had a bunch of actually healing today. Not gonna lie in this. Sorry, I know this is drawn out, but I was going through my old prayers, and this was actually super cool. And I was like, wow, this is what I prayed for. And it might be this one. I should have bookmarked it. That might have been smart. But it was, Lord, thank you for teaching me that a light can be more than just a source of to defeat darkness, but a beacon for all who are lost. Let me be your beacon for the world, Lord. Use me, send me. And I think this is literally just like, you know, God in those moments, even the struggle of just like the dunk contest winning that, like it was just like two sides of a blessing.
God's like the lighthouse, and we're just the bulb.
That is good. But yeah, that's been something very hard. It's like, you know, yes, there's a blessing of possibly raising a level, but at the same time, it's like,
You gotta find the fine line between not like being a sidewalk preacher, but being a light.
and the best way is just to have the law written on your heart and let your heart walk it out.
100%. walking everywhere. Do you know the 10th commandment? The one that it says, do not say the Lord's name in vain?
Mm-hmm.
You know that's so what's the word, it's a misconception? It's actually, that's the word, it's misconception. That you know that commandment is that thou shalt not carry the Lord's name in vain? So that means don't say that you're a Christian and carry the Lord's name and not act, live. You have to live it out. It's not don't say the Lord's name in vain. That's not a commandment.
Wow, that's gold. I did not know that.
It's thou shalt not carry the Lord's name in vain.
Wow, that has a whole different meaning to it.
It does, because it's like such a blow off commandment if you think about it. Don't say God's name in vain. No, don't carry the Lord's name in vain.
You know, that actually kind of goes a little bit with
don't claim this and live totally different.
yeah, it kind of goes through a little bit in this. It talks about just how it's naturally you're gonna, if you don't claim the name, God's name, naturally you'll kind of just fall apart. So Paul's talking about in here. So I mean, I could be off, but what I was reading was just basically, although they claimed to be wise, they became fools, exchanged the glory of the immortal God for the images made to look like a mortal human beings and birds and animals and reptiles. And basically explaining the gospel a little bit, how we were given over, but to sin, all that stuff. But basically, it just shows our natural tendency to be pulled away from God. If we don't carry the name either, we get pulled away also.
Yeah.
And so I think it's also a warning for us to be no, carry it, but also a warning for us on the inside where it's it's going to be hard to find, separation from God is death. So that's kind of what this goes through, but it talks about how that happens naturally if you don't carry the name.
Yep. So yeah, we're going to the fun segment.
Yeah, let's do the fun segment. We need some uplifting moments in here.
Yeah, it's been kind of down.
Oh, I lost my. You guys want some oranges? Some oranges? Yeah, why not? Let's have some oranges.
Can we bring Logan in here?
Yeah, let's bring Logan.
Logan.
Get introduced.
Hey, should we do a draft?
Okay, I opened it a little bit. Okay.
Should we do a draft with Logan?
A draft?
I'm.
Dude, just a spur of the moment draft.
Yeah, let's do
a
it.
three-way snake draft.
I'm so down. I need to.
For our snakes.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'll take
say hi?
one.
Can I
Yeah.
introduce myself?
Can I eat my oranges?
Hi, everyone. My name is Logan. I'm a manager for these guys, and
Was we're both gone.
I'm a manager for GCU men's basketball. So that stays put. I'm staying. I'm not entering the transfer portal. It's not my role. I love where I'm at. Well, not that I don't. Yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna.
Okay, should we do a snake draft? I'm so excited for this.
What
I've
are
been
we-
wanting
what are
to.
we-
I've
what are we
been wanting to
drafting?
do this. Can you slow down
Okay, I'm
for a
sorry.
second?
I'm just getting excited.
I've been wanting to do this. I know.
Man.
It's gonna be spur of the moment. So what if we snake draft cartoon characters, or what if you snake draft Bible characters?
Bible characters? Like
We've
in a brawl,
done
in a
that.
fight?
We've
We
done
have
that.
that was
We've already
with
done
basketball
that.
context.
But we have to have a context and what we're gonna be drafting. So is this a fight, a basketball game, or just who has an all-around better team? I mean, we're basketball players.
Let's do. I don't know. I'm trying to think. You got any ideas?
I kind of like the cartoon characters. We don't have to go that way.
Let's go Bible
cartoon
characters.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do it.
Cartoon characters.
Let's do
Are we
cartoon
saying
characters.
win in the fight? We're just kind of overall
I
best.
say we do basketball related.
Oh, basketball related? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can get down with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So how do we want
Do you wanna
who
go in
wants to
order?
draft
Snake draft?
first? Okay. So I mean, snake draft is basically a three or more person draft. So I'll have one pick. Logan will have one pick. Gabe will have two. Then Logan will have one. What are we doing right now?
No, it's just, snack
So
time.
then Gabe has
Uh-huh.
like that soccer mom that brings orange slices and Capri Suns.
That's my favorite time of day. Oh my gosh, I loved it.
Is the
We had
game
grapes
over?
after, Capri
Oh
Sun.
my
Oh,
gosh.
grapes is a great snack. Okay.
Whatever
continue,
mom
continue.
brought the Capri Suns, that kid was the most popular kid the next time.
Mhm.
So when Gabe has two picks, Logan will have one, I have two. Then Logan has one, then Gabe has two.
I love oranges.
Then Logan.
Are we
They're
doing
so
are we
good.
doing the starting five, or we want to do 3v3?
We're doing a
just for
starting
time's
five.
sake.
We're
Starting
doing a
five?
starting
Okay,
five.
okay.
But I don't know how much time we. Yeah,
Okay.
we're doing a starting
Okay,
five.
okay, let's do it.
So did I pick first?
Yeah.
I know my automatic first pick.
Yeah. Huh.
At point guard, Santa Claus is my first pick.
Okay, hold on. There's so many to discuss in that comment. Did
basketball?
we not say cartoon?
Yeah.
We said cartoon characters.
Have you not seen a cartoon Santa Claus? Aren't there 100 movies of cartoon Santa Claus? That's a great pick. You're upset. It's a great pick. He's a distributor to everyone. Dude, he's an assist guy. He's my guy. He doesn't need to shoot the ball.
Cartoon characters.
He's not shooting the ball. He's a distributor.
All right, if we're going that route, we're getting that crazy. I'm gonna go on that route. I'm gonna say Jack Skellington if we're going Christmas themed. You know what I'm saying?
You can
Big
go
fella.
Any, you can go.
He's a stretch five. You seen Wembanyama's frame?
I would put him more on my 4 though.
Wembanyama's frame?
A big lengthy 4.
I got a big lengthy 5.
Okay.
He's fashion. I'm just saying, Victor Wembanyama, cartoon character. I'm thinking Jack Skellington is my #1 overall pick.
Okay.
I didn't have enough time to think about this.
Take your time. You're okay.
All right.
So Jack Skellington at a 5 and Santa Claus as a 1. Dude, you could pick any cartoon character you want with that. That's interesting.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
I heard Santa Claus. Like I started thinking Christmas. You know,
Yeah. It's an interesting first overall pick.
I'm gonna throw it back.
just hating. A lot of hate over here.
I'm gonna go. Shoot. Does it have to be one character, or could it be like?
Well, you have
have
2
two
picks.
picks.
You have 2 picks.
You're right.
That kind of throws a wrench in things. I think I know what my next 2 picks are going to be.
Brainstorming.
right.
I like it.
I think I might go Danny Phantom.
Okay, great
Solid
pick.
pick.
Danny Phantom.
Solid pick.
Because he's a Phantom. You know.
Yeah.
And so he could get the ball. You try to foul him. He goes through you.
Yeah.
You try to steal the ball. Oh,
So is
Goes through
he
you.
going to be your combo guard, your 2 or your 3?
he could be possibly. He's got to be my driver. My 3.
Your 3?
My slasher.
So you're kind of going a smaller 3 then.
Smaller 3, but I mean
he's a unit.
untouchable.
He's a unit, yeah.
Literally a unit.
That is a unit 3 for sure.
And then we'll throw it all the way to the other side. And I think I might go. We're gonna go with Donkey Kong for my second.
Wow.
Donkey
That's a
Kong.
great that's a
good
great
pickup.
pick. Your 5 is getting messed up down low.
serious?
Sorry.
No, you
Donkey
ever seen
Kong
Jack-
is wow, that's
I
a
think
great
they're
pick.
underestimated. No, it's okay.
Okay,
I want to
okay.
hear it
Let
down in
me
the
go, you
comments.
go, you
No, go ahead.
Let me enjoy my fruit as I see
Oh,
my team destroy yours.
All right, I got Jack Skellington on my 5. Oh, that's good. What are we laughing at, man?
Sorry, it's just
Okay. Oh, it's slurping it up. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
It's a Christian podcast, y'all. This is a Christian
It's
podcast.
slurping oranges, man. You can't just slurp a
What's
good
your
orange.
pick? What's your pick?
Yeah, this is going on for way too long.
Okay, at my two, I'm taking Bill Cipher. It's Gravity Falls reference. If you don't know, you don't know. It's okay.
Is that the triangle?
Dude,
Yeah, triangle guy.
so many options. Like Logan, what are we doing? My 2 oh,
I'm just reaching back into my childhood, man. That's
easy. My 3 guard is Spider-Man.
I took Noah's fruit.
oh.
That is a crazy sniper.
now you're-
Super
okay,
accurate.
superheroes and this.
Super accurate Spider-Man, great pick. Super athletic. Super accurate webs. He's shooting webs. He's a
who'd you
sniper.
choose?
Spider-Man.
Oh, I didn't know that was a cartoon, but all right.
Have you not seen an animated cartoon version of Spider-Man?
The old OG
I'm doing
Amazing
I'm doing some deep pulls
Like
here.
the
I'm winning.
Spider-Man?
Bro,
Spider-Man.
the web accuracy. I don't want something to
Just
eat. I'm
whatever
okay.
a spider can.
Like
You know what I'm
he's
talking about?
super
Yeah,
accurate,
you know.
super accurate. So he's a sniper.
I hear you.
Super athletic, all around good guy. All right, my 5. This is gonna be a great. This is where I'm anchoring my team around. All right, I'm going Godzilla at my 5.
Okay.
I'm killing everyone's 5. I'm shooting
Donkey
great.
Kong.
Cartoons
Screw
are we
that.
talking
King
about?
Kong.
Santa Claus
Bro.
and Godzilla?
Have you not,
We're bending a whole lot of rules over here, man.
dude? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. The old that's an old version.
Is that a cart-
of that's a cartoon animated version of Santa
I
Claus.
don't know
Next
about
one.
cartoons, like stop
Watch this.
motion. I guess
Get
my
ready
stop
for
motion,
this.
so I'll take
They
it.
don't know
Okay.
what's about to
Any
happen.
Grinch
Yeah.
movie with Santa
No idea.
Claus? Like the new
What's,
Grinch?
has a cartoon Godzilla?
I assume so. I mean, there's
you
so
assume
many.
so.
There's
Over
so
here,
many.
Someone
snacks
hasn't done
and
their
I'm gonna win.
research for the pod. Someone hasn't done their research. Okay.
What's your pick, dude? My 5's killing both of your 5s.
Out my 4, I'm taking Sandy Cheeks. Powerful, She can get to the rack. Sandy. Cheeks. I'm my 4.
Welcome to the losing team, Sandy.
All right. Now, these are going to be very good. All right.
I'm excited.
At my point guard,
Oh,
I'm going Jesus Christ.
okay, bro.
What are we doing?
Yep. And you know what? At my 4, I'm going God.
I would just like to mention, like, we started with cartoon characters. I get it, but like, we're taking real. I was thinking like Nickelodeon, like some Danny Phantom, some maybe some SpongeBob.
Then you went King Kong.
and then he
or
went,
whatever.
and then he
No,
went
no.
Santa Claus
You
and
went
King
Godzilla.
and Godzilla.
Godzilla might have been.
Can
a
we
pull.
talk about it, please?
Santa Claus isn't. And Spider-Man
We gotta set
isn't.
some more
I've
regulations
seen
on this.
Jesus animated.
Okay,
have
that's a crazy. Well, it looks like we
Okay,
both
just-
lose.
I'll redo mine then. If you want me to redo mine.
Keep it. We gotta.
No, please redo yours. That's such a cop-out pick.
All right. Let me get
No,
to it.
no offense.
All right. Then at the 4, I'm going Crimson Chin.
Okay, that's a solid pick.
That's good.
That's a great pick.
Crimson Chin.
I love it.
Shout out Logan Landers.
Wow, that's great.
Wild.
Sorry. And then,
Best pick. I have the best pick. I have to move someone around on my team though.
yeah, I think at PG,
Wait, do I have 2 picks? Yeah, I have 2 picks left.
I'm going with
What's your last 2?
Wanda. No, Cosmos. I'm going with Cosmos.
Give me a reminder. What show is it from?
Oh, wait. Maybe. So that's from Fairly
Oh,
Odd
the
Parents.
Fair. Oh, that's right. That's right.
But I might
that's
go.
right.
I might go Jimmy Neutron actually.
Oh,
I'm going Jimmy Neutron. Yeah, I'm going
great
Jimmy
pick.
Neutron.
Great pick. See, I like those picks a little bit better.
I just need a solid point guard, like
Yeah.
someone who could just beat the brains,
Distributor.
run the
Exactly.
the
My
operations.
guy's a veteran. He's been in the game a little bit. Really good distributor. And see, he's a very likable dude. Everyone loves Santa Claus. He's my team chem guy. He's my all-around perfect point guard.
Yeah, like
He's not a scorer.
I can just see Jimmy Neutron just in the huddle being like, "Got a blast," and we go get buckets.
No,
We're getting ready.
that's a great option. I love it.
All right, beautiful.
I'm thinking. Need a solid point guard.
Because you don't have any other solid players.
My team is just the people's favorite. You know what I mean? We're coming in, we're underdogs. It's like Grand Canyon in the first round. We're a 12 seed. Do you know what I mean?
Underdogs. You can go with courage, the cowardly dog.
Yeah, just completely screw your team.
I don't know if I'm picking up.
The underdogs, more like the coward dogs.
Listen, I'm catching a lot of hate. I'm not appreciating that too. This is my first time ever on the pod. Well, actually,
You're
second
taking too long.
time.
You're
First
taking too
episode
long.
ever.
Come on.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You need a pick.
Quit telling us the story of how Logan's lived on. I'm just kidding.
Sorry, I'm taking.
I
this
got
one
my
this
next
time.
2 picks.
You go. I'll go.
No,
I'll go
no,
too.
that's not-
I
that's
get
not
that.
how that works.
I get that. I
No.
need to. Can I think a little more?
No, you
Okay.
gotta pick.
I'm taking the turtle from Wonder Pets at my point guard.
That's solid.
Wonder Pets.
Why don't you get the little? Why don't you get the little duck?
The phone is ringing. There's an animal in trouble somewhere. That's.
Yeah, no, I'm aware.
I'll
It's
give you
the
that
first one
pick.
I'm respected
I'll
for.
give you that pick. Yeah, that's a solid pick. All right. I'm moving Spider-Man to my 2. My 3 is Beast Boy. He can be whatever animal I need him.
Nice.
He can be a big body 3. He can be a sniper 3. He can be an athletic. Depends. It just depends on what I need him to be that night. And that's from an actual cartoon, Teen Titans Go.
That causes mismatches.
Very.
Is that all of yours?
No, I need a 4. This is where I'm stuck.
I need a 2, but I can move people around.
This is where I'm stuck.
Yeah, I got my last one. Not gonna lie.
Quit looking up. I need. Okay, I got it. Sorry, I needed a refresher on the name.
Should I just
I
go
use my
like?
phone.
I think I honestly have this one. Should I just go like a team chem guy, just a lovable team chem guy?
You need a,
I'm moving Beast Boy to my 4. I'm putting Winnie Pooh. Oh, should I go Tigger or Winnie the Pooh? for my 3.
You're going Chem guy. Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, Winnie the
Chem guy. I'm. I think.
your
I
call.
think. I think between Winnie the Pooh and Santa Claus, my team has the ultimate team Chem.
Might as well just like Eeyore, just throw it in there.
No, I think we have the ultimate team
Little
Chem.
downer.
Dude, we're the lovable team.
I like it.
And then we just have Godzilla stomping everywhere. I think. Dude's on his phone again trying to figure out what to pick.
I'm making sure I have the name right. I know I had the idea. I just reaching back in the childhood.
I messed my 4.
Okay,
Dude, you switched your 4 times.
we'll go back over it again. My final pick in the draft, DJ Lance Rock from Yo Gabba Gabba. Thank you. I know. Thank you all. I know.
Colin's over there clapping. You know it's a bad team.
I think genuinely Logan's team is one of those teams in AAU that you just look over. It's like, man, this is gonna be a 50-point game where it's
we
sweet
got,
dunks.
yeah, might as well sleep in this morning.
No,
you know?
no. I like that energy. Keep that energy.
All
Just
right.
wait till we see you on the
Jack
court.
Skellington
Jack
is
Skellington.
guarding.
Him.
Jack Skellington is guarding
Oh my
Godzilla and
gosh.
Donkey Kong. Like that's not.
Oh my gosh. Fine.
All right. For my last one, you went with a Beast Boy who was able to transform into whatever.
Mhm.
Well, guess what? I'm going with Ben 10.
Oh my gosh, bro.
That's solid.
That's probably the best pick of this draft.
Super pick. He's a
That is the.
wow.
I say.
Wow. Honestly, I think I have the best all around team. I think that is the greatest pick. That should have been the number 1 pick of the draft. I picked Santa Claus over Ben 10. That's. See,
Good old
now we're
Saint
cooking.
Nick.
Now we're cooking a little bit.
All right, so we're
Should
gonna
we
go.
go over fast
Yeah,
again?
go over what our teams are.
Mhm.
At my 1, we have Santa Claus. 2, we have Spider-Man. 3, we have Winnie the Pooh. 4, we have Beast Boy. And 5, we have Godzilla. Okay, my only thing I was thinking about is, remember that the Imaginary House show? And they had the big tall, it was like it was like a little kid and it had all imaginary friends. It was like a big tall dude that was like red.
No.
He had like tall basketball socks on.
Clifford the big red dog.
That would have been a good pick too. Dude, what are we
He's a
doing?
dog.
What are we
He's a
doing?
dog. How is that a good pick?
He's a
You ever seen
dog.
Air Bud?
He's a dog, bro. He's a dog on the floor. Are you kidding me?
Airbud. Airbud's good. Airbud's good.
Okay. We're my team.
Here's a losing team.
Every time we've done a draft a couple times in our career here at Grand Canyon University, and every time I've caught a lot of hate, and I'm tired of it.
Me and Logan are like
sick
best
of it.
friends. Me and Logan
I'm
are
sick,
best
yeah.
friends off the floor. So.
Love this dude. But come on, man, give me a little bit of love. We are running positionless basketball. It's the modernized era. Everyone
We're
can
basically
shoot.
running a bench squad.
Listen, Santa Claus is your one. I don't want to hear it, man.
He's a veteran distributor, bro.
All right. I got DJ Lance Rock. You know how it is. Yo, Gabba Gabba, what's up? Then we got Bill Cipher. He's moving quick. He's in and out of there. He's a little bit of head case, but we'll take him. Sandy Cheeks. We already know about her. She's a ninja. Karate. She knows what she's doing. At my 4. Who is my 4? Oh, Wonder Pets Turtle. Come on. You can't even catch the dude. He's
Doesn't
he's
even
so
know his
slippery
name.
coming through.
Doesn't
What's
know
his name?
He just goes
What's his
Wonder Pets
name?
Turtle. I have no idea.
You know
I have
his
no
name?
idea. No idea.
Can I get
but
someone in the back?
All I
What's
know,
the-
if
what's
we were
the Wonder
taking the
Pets
Wonder
turtle
Pets
name?
turtle against Godzilla,
And then at my 5, Jack Skellington. Now, I know. We're going to catch a lot of hate, and that's fine.
right.
Let it come our way. We feed on that.
all right. For me, I have at my 1 Jimmy Neutron.
Great pick.
Just
Tuck the Turtle.
Tuck the Turtle as my 4th overall
Shout out
pick.
Tuck. Shout out Tuck the Turtle.
Let's go, Tuck.
all right.
Sorry for not knowing your name.
For me, my number 1, at my point guard, Jimmy Neutron. Wow, crazy. Facilitator.
Great guy.
you know,
Super innovative.
high
His
IQ.
pass is very high IQ.
High IQ.
Very
high
high
IQ. At 2,
He's like your white chocolate. It's innovative. It's very showtime.
Chocolate.
Like,
Yeah.
just he's an inventor. He's innovative,
okay,
bro. He's
yeah.
inventing
No,
new
he does,
passes.
That's what he does.
Inventing new dribble. Like this dude that's a good pick for
Yeah.
1.
At my 2, I have who was it gonna be? I just had it. I literally just had it. At my 2, I had Danny Phantom.
That was your 3.
That was my 3. Yeah, and then I moved him around.
Okay.
Okay.
At my 2, Danny Phantom. At my 3, I had Beast Boy.
No, I had Beast Boy. That's my pick.
Oh, I had Ben 10.
Mm-hmm.
Ben 10. At my 4,
That's a very versatile 3. I like that. Me and your 3 are very versatile. Oh no, Beast Boy's my no. Winnie the Pooh's my 4.
I'm forgetting who my 4 was. Crimson Chin.
Yep.
Crimson Chin.
Solid.
And then for my 5, Donkey Kong. You know, I have a lot of bruisers. I don't have many, guards. But
You're not. I mean, you're outside Jimmy Neutron. You're not a very intelligent team.
But do you have Tuck
that's
the
why I have
Turtle?
Jimmy Neutron.
Like,
yeah, I know.
Do you have Tuck the Turtle? Like, I'm sorry, I don't. I
know-
love the hate coming at from you guys, but I don't know who's
Guess
competing.
what? Tuck's going to be playing defense, and then the ball's going to roll to the offensive side, and then the game's
See?
going to be over by the time he gets to half court.
Bouncing right off the shell. He's just a
The-
defensive-minded guy.
See, the thing that I'm worried about, I'm not even worried about that. Like Godzilla's foot. If we take one wrong step, Tuck's gone.
Literally. Like,
There's an animal
kidding
in
me?
trouble.
yeah, he's going to be in trouble because the horn's going to sound, and he's going to be stuck in the locker room because the door closed on him.
He's gonna hear a phone call. One phone goes off in the crowd, and he's gone. He's off the court.
I'm just.
He's going to
I'm
be stuck
trying
in the
to-
water, not hearing a phone call.
I'm
Like,
trying.
dude, you're lucky because
We're playing basketball, bro. My team is so funny. I'm gonna have Godzilla like shooting lightning, and Pooh's gonna be like, "Hi, what's your name?"
for me, Jimmy Neutron's going to be just, I don't know. They're just going to do everything. And then
He's gonna be
Danny
the-
Phantom's going to be my star player. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
Danny Phantom's my
That's a
star.
pretty good pick.
I'm
Yeah.
just going Bruiser down low, bro. Him, Godzilla, and Beast Boy are just carrying me with
Yeah.
Santa Claus. Just,
Okay, but Donkey Kong's literally going to destroy Godzilla.
No.
Yes.
No.
You kidding me? Climb that reptile like a tree. Are you kidding me? He's going to
There's no point. He's not gonna get to him. I'm gonna be blasting lightning.
Okay, he can't. What is he going to blast lightning at? Like himself? He's going to be climbing up his back.
He's not even gonna get to him. Jump ball, and he's just gonna laser him into the floor, and it's game over.
Okay, why would Jimmy
Jump ball,
Neutron's
dude.
going to think of something to throw in front of it?
I do want to say, I feel like we should have set a little bit more regulations. Santa Claus and Godzilla are pretty crazy picks.
They're
You
not.
had- you
They're
had a-
not cartoons.
You had a pretty good cartoon team.
Yeah.
Pretty solid.
Thank you.
What are we doing, Noah? You just, it's like, oh, I think he's in a cartoon. Yeah.
Dude, there's no way
Not even
Godzilla's
thinking.
not in a cartoon. He's somewhere. Santa Claus definitely is. Godzilla might be a stretch, but
What do you
Santa
define
Claus,
as a
Santa Claus
cartoon?
is 100%.
Okay. I'm just throwing out excuses because I feel like I'm getting a lot.
Yeah, because
I'm out of the losing
you have Tuck the
team,
Turtle
but
and Sandy Cheeks
I'm
at
just
your
saying,
3-4
there's
punch.
been 12 seeds before, haven't there?
No, you're more like a 34 seed, playing against like a.
You're with your
I appreciate you guys for bringing me on the podcast.
Thank you for being a
Finish
part
off
of it.
strong.
That was.
You guys got any more snacks or some
I think
water?
if I could
You
get
can
some
hydrate.
oranges.
Some more oranges?
Yeah, please.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I appreciate
You
it.
want both of them? The light ones, or you just want the ones?
Just the oranges. Just the oranges. Thank you, Logan.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, we
Now
didn't
that
really
we-
have anything else to talk about. I have one really cool thing that I heard on Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
So
Hang on. I'm sorry, not to cut
No,
you
go ahead,
off.
go ahead.
Whoever won that out of the 3 teams, team 1 is Noah, or team Noah.
The
Team
winning
Logan,
team. The
or
winning
team
team.
Gabe.
The winning team is Noah's team.
Who do you think won? Let's be honest.
I think
Don't
I think
be
I
cap.
think no. Okay, I think if I get disqualified for the whole non-cartoon thing, that's fine. But I think if we encompass everything and my picks count, I think I win it.
No, I don't think so. Include his picks. I'm not worried.
I think the only mismatch I have against you is Winnie the Pooh.
Dude, you just said it yourself.
But
That's
that's
the only
not.
mismatch.
But I mean, Donkey Kong versus Godzilla.
Nope, you just said that's not a mismatch.
No, that's a mismatch, 100%.
Nope, you just said it's not.
Beast Boy and Ben 10, I think, cancel each other out.
No. Yes.
That's
I agree
because they're
with
both shape-shifting
I
guys.
agree with that. But who's canceling out my guy, Danny Phantom?
I mean, do you have Spider-Man?
Spider-Man, what's he going to do?
Tie him up?
He can't tie up a ghost.
What is it? Ghost can't catch a ball. They should go right through him.
Yeah, but that's the special part of Danny Phantom. He can turn solid.
So once he's solid, Spider-Man's just got him.
No, because then he'll just...
Okay, we need to stop with this.
we can go forever. We'll take this off scenes. But please list who you
Okay.
think.
Let me see if I wrote it down. I definitely did not. I have to remember this off the top of my head. Oh. Okay, I did. Okay, so, like, Christ dies, comes back, right? That's basically the whole message of Easter, is like dies, comes back kind of thing. So in 2004, I think it was 2004.
Right.
In 2004, the Passion. Sorry, I'm not close. In 2004, the Passion of the Christ was the #1 movie in the world for multiple weeks running. So that's basically the whole story of Jesus, the Passion of the Christ.
Shout out Jim Caviezel.
The movie that overtook the Passion of the Christ was The Dawn of the Dead, a movie about zombies and the dead.
Yeah, it was a good movie though.
The second movie that overtook the Passion of the Christ was Hellboy.
Wow.
For a couple weeks. And then the movie that came back was The Passion of the Christ. So in the end, Christ always comes back. When he said that in church, I was like, yo. To end the service, I was like, mic drop, walk off the stage, pastor moment. I was like, that is so cool.
Well, you think about it too, like, right?
The two just terrible
Dawn
movies.
of the Dead.
Dawn of the
right?
Dead.
Jesus is dying.
Mm-hmm.
Dawn of his death.
And then Jesus
But
went
then
to
he goes
hell,
to hell.
and fights for the battles
That
and
sounds super bad, but
battles for the keys to life.
Yeah.
Life and death, and returns. I like that whole connection happened in my mind. I was sitting there, I was like, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
In 2004, all of that happened. That was the whole movie scene. Isn't that outrageous?
Yeah, that is pretty wild. That is pretty wild. That is super cool though. That is so cool.
Just be really loud.
But yeah, it's actually super cool. That's a
Crazy.
great
And just
snippet.
how those lined up, I was like, there's no way.
Wow, that is super cool. Wow, I don't even know what to say to that. That's just good. That's good content.
I think
know
I have
what?
one more thing written down, but we're chilling.
I have some things, and it's more so to do with you guys. So, the first things first, Noah and I would like to be way more interactive with you guys. We'd love to hear you guys' thoughts, hear you guys' questions. So, if you guys have any questions, put them down in the comment section below. If you also have any prayer requests, if you want to keep them private or if you want to, let it be known, put them in the comments or personally message us on Instagram.
Or the podcast. The podcast Instagram page.
That's what I said. Yeah.
No, you said us, but you didn't.
Oh yeah. Message the God's Big Toe podcast, Instagram, at God's Big Toe podcast on Instagram.
Johnny will do his job.
Johnny will do all that stuff.
Thank you, Johnny.
And then an idea that Noah and I had also is that we want to start doing a weekly read and a devotion with you guys. And so what we'll do is maybe at some point in our, in our podcast, maybe we take a break, read through what our weekly devotion that we chose was, and we go through it and we learn together.
Just kind of pick a scripture that just kind of comes.
And throughout the week, maybe just send us messages or something like that. And we'll get better at organizing it too, but this is just a rough...
We're still figuring things
it's a rough
out. It's
draft.
only episode 5. We're still
Exactly.
figuring it out.
And it'll be good. And maybe we make it like part of a little reel or something like that comes out on episode day or something.
And we could do it even like, we could end the podcast, do something a little after and release it separately.
Exactly. So there's many different options. But the main thing is we'd love to get interactive and also get into a giant community where we can all just interpret and learn the word together. And so...
Because right now it's just like us talking about it. Like if we could really truly dive in,
Mm-hmm.
that'd be good.
Yeah, and I think the chapter that we decided to talk about is Galatians 6.
It was just so random, but that's what, because we
Okay.
were sitting on that thing and then
Mhm.
that's what your Bible opened to, so.
And it was just crazy. And even that, I was kind of led to Galatians 6 in this. I just didn't read it. But it says, Galatians 6:14, may never boast except in the cross of our Lord Jesus Christ. So you can't boast if you win that little character draft contest. You can't. Only in Jesus. But yeah, so that's pretty much all we got for you, and then we'll come back and we'll reconvene at another time. But yeah, I'm glad we went through everything we went through. This was actually pretty healing for me.
You know, I'm glad.
So thank
I'm
you.
glad that we get to. I've had to tell my story like 100 times on campus.
Really?
Yeah.
And I think God has great plans for you.
No, he has. I mean, he has plans for both of us. Like you said, he won't forsake his people.
Mm-hmm. Another thing I kind of want to go over. I know we're running out of time. I know we want to keep it under an hour, and we're over it by now. But the one thing I wanted to say is, even though Noah and I will be going in different directions, right? You never know where we may end up. That's kind of the question mark, and who knows when. Our main thing is we want to continue to keep this going, and so
sure.
whether that be through Zoom, whether that is through, just maybe we record you guys watching me in a FaceTime video of Noah right here. No, I'm just kidding. We'll figure out something better.
Yeah.
But we're going to keep this podcast going. And
because truly, I've had a lot of fun with this. This is more than just like, honestly, it's more than just like a job or whatever. Like it's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Just to sit down and talk about it. Because we do this anyway. Like we'd talk about God and go off on tangents and stuff.
Exactly. So, yeah, this has been two sides of a blessing. A blessing of,
that next chapter, but then the uncertainty of what's next.
Mm-hmm.
There's two sides to every blessing.
Yep. So, it'll be good.
But there's a reason why it's called a blessing. It always works out in the end. God's got us.
Well, just like, Easter. Just
Yeah.
like in 2004. Christ always is the last one.
Dude, that's so
Even in the
crazy.
Bible.
That's so crazy. Dawn of the Dead.
All right, brother. Right. Well, it's over. It's over.
You gotta pray us out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dear Lord, I just want to thank you for my brother Noah. Just want to thank you for the heart you've given him. And I just want to lift him up to you, Lord, that you have his future in your hands, that no matter where you decide to take him, Lord, that you let him know that it's full of purpose and you have such a deep calling and meaningful calling for him on that place that you've put him and on people's lives. So, Lord, I just pray that you have favor on Noah's story, that you bless it, that you have your mighty hand writing it so eloquently that everyone just has to listen to it. So, Lord, I just pray this, and you have his future in his hands. And I just pray also for everyone here listening to this podcast. Thank you for just tuning in, being here. And, Lord, thank you for just even giving us this audience to share your light. And most of all, just thankful for you, Lord, just who you are, that you always get the last anything, whether that be a laugh, last say, last just even moment. We are just so blessed to be serving you and, be servants of you as well. And we just thank you for this moment. And we just give you glory in all of it. Thank you for just always teaching us and always having us learn and being a good God at the end of it. And so we just pray this in your mighty and holy name. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Ooh, those are bright lights in here.
All right.
Cool.
See you next week.